man.
Yeah.
He's looking good. He's looking good though.
Oh yeah,
Jersey's
looking
on.
fresh.
A lot of,
Yeah.
oh, there.
Oh wow, the name switched before I can make a joke about it. And before I can make too many jokes, we got game 1 right here happening in the only stage in the game.
Right.
PS2.
Wasting no time, just getting right into it as well, man.
Exactly.
They knew they took a lot of time kind of running away from the stream.
Exactly. So it's like they were like, yeah, we got to put on the show.
That's right, that's right. And Goblin just going right into it here, just tearing right into Dany's first stock.
Yeah, both these players are like hyper aggressive, and you know, just because it's Roy and Dany playing a very hyper aggressive Wolf, so we're looking for non-stop holding forward action.
That's right. This is gonna be a barn burner of a set for sure.
Yeah, and right off the bat, Goblin's pretty big. Already has that forward tilt, and is gonna take that first stock. Chilling at 53, so I mean, this is kill time for Dany. We've seen him do it.
Right, looking for that back air, but Goblin not gonna drift in too far. Able to avoid that. One of the more lethal moves in the game, that wolf back air.
And it's getting that time, but Goblin with the side B is gonna put Dany in a rough spot for a second. There's that grab. The up B from Goblin.
Goblin's just walking him like a dog across the stage.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, reverse down tilt is kind of sending the wrong way there. Probably not what Goblin had in mind.
Definitely not what he had in mind. Honestly, I'm surprised. I've seen so many like good players get tag chases off of like wacky interactions. I'm surprised he didn't even go for something there.
Exactly.
Just too taken aback by it.
And he's just looking to find his stock any way he can. He's tossed out down smashes. He's ran off nair. Nothing's been working. Eats another up B from Goblin.
And Goblin is just looking so poised this game. I mean, he has Dany exactly where he wants him. He's not letting him get in at all.
Yeah, Dany finally gets the grab, has him off stage, and he's tossing out every go move he knows, and still nothing. Comes up short. Dany is gonna get the jab fair.
Right. And another fair. So that's the thing I see a lot of Roys do, especially at higher percents. They'll just chase you down off stage to try and get that last little hit. Because even at really high percents, even a sour spot fair that close to the blast zone will get killed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Good on Goblin just trying to finish that stock out.
Yeah, Dany finally getting that first stock with the up tilt, and he's gonna start cooking. He's got combos.
He had combos.
Had combos. Well, now Goblin's got combos. He's
They're finding them just kind of scattered around PS2.
Yeah, exactly.
A truck of combos fell over, and they're just kind of picking up the scraps.
Like they're just piecing them together as they go. As the Wolf Roy matchup tends to go, honestly.
Just looking, and now we're just playing a lot of footsies here. Neither player committing super hard to any one option, but now Dany in the driver's seat. Goblin off stage.
That's back here. Yeah, he's been having a rough time converting these kills, and then Goblin once again getting back on stage, only to even F tilt, but still holding on.
Right, now that F tilt isn't a kill, and now Dany has brought it back to last stock.
Yeah, still got a hill to climb, like 109. Needs to get something started. That grab from Goblin from the Wolf.
And Goblin, he is like a shark, man.
Oh yeah.
It's so scary. He smells blood in the water. Any one good hit is gonna be that stock.
Yeah, that down throw puts him in the air. He's still stuck on these platforms. Can't find a way down. Eats a forward air.
Great recovery. A lot of Wolves missed that side B up, but not Dany. Unfortunately, got it up tilt.
Yeah, it looked like it was up tilt.
Something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you are the Roy specialist. That is true. So Goblin taking that game 1.
I'll say it wasn't up smash. That was bad. That move wouldn't have killed Dany, and Goblin would have found a way to lose that game.
Yeah. If it was up smash, he just instantly loses all
That's
the
right.
momentum.
Yeah, it's like getting hit by like Bayo Final Smash.
Yeah, actually.
He just vaporize. That's a good start for Goblin so far. I was talking to Dany a little bit outside of the venue before we came back in here, and he mentioned something about thinking about going Diddy Kong in at least one of the games, because he's been playing a lot of Diddy today.
Okay.
He's been talking about it on Twitter a lot, but hasn't seemed to be the case so far, kind of sticking with the Wolf. I don't think that character's the problem so far, because I mean, he almost brought that first game back. Looking really solid this game as well.
Yeah, already off to the races. Has had a little bit going, and now got that up throw, but gonna hit by down there, and neutral is gonna shift over into Goblin's favor. He's been missing that jab back air a lot. It's like
you don't know if it's a misinput or maybe he's just going for something fancy. You never know this guy.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Sometimes you're not feeling it, and yeah, it's like you drop combos. Gold Crimson 2 top 6. Scary place. Yeah.
Right. But not scary enough to miss that parry F tilt though.
Nope. Those are automatic. Can't miss those. So, oh, gets the side B1 and was trying to cook, but Dany is gonna live. Not before taking a decent amount of damage for sure, but
a lot of lesser Roys, they try to go off stage and try to punish that mistech, and they probably get a punish for it, and then they die for it because Roy off stage isn't that great. But Goblin, knowing how strong Roy's ledge trapping is and has such a strong confidence in his ability to do so, not gonna fall into that trap.
yeah, absolutely. And you know, it's just one of those things when you're at that level, you just know.
That's exactly right.
As I'm saying that, Goblin just rolled back and forth like 3 different times. He's gonna either forward air and die because he deserves that.
It all happens to us every once in a while. No one said.
Double dash attack from Dany. He's trying to get cooking. Really wants to go for these run-off nairs. That is his thing. He loves doing those.
He is a big fan, especially against Roy. It's so effective.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you just like kind of nudge him off. I will say, run-off nair as a sex kick enjoyer, it's quite the joy.
Finally, Goblin gonna stop going for the back air, opting for the full hop fair at that percent. No, not quite true, but it is dangerous and it will kill.
Absolutely. And trying to find his way in, gets the dash attack into an up air and back air. Wow, that
he cleaned that stock up so well.
absolutely just like waiting for Goblin's options, and I think he might have gotten a little bit too cute with it, trying to maneuver around. That back air is kind of big, man.
Right now, all of a sudden, this is looking even more doable than last game was for Dany.
Yeah, only at 45%. And that F smash.
15, dog.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
That's real. That's real.
He's got a little bit of rage. This is an angry swordsman. So anything's possible, especially at 30%. This is where these like gross combos start hitting.
That's right. They're just throwing out hitboxes, hoping something sticks right now. I think you can count on one hand the amount of frames Goblin hasn't had a hitbox out in the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, he's just trying to get it going. He's at 112, and Dany has no issue just like kind of throwing out some hitboxes if it calls a percentage, whatever. You know?
That's exactly right. He has a comfortable enough lead where he can definitely afford losing neutral at least once.
Exactly, and has him at 144. Very angry swordsman. He's gonna have to end this stock soon.
But that's going to be a huge starter for Goblin. Air dodge into platform. Now Goblin in the driver's seat.
Oh, the drop down up air. Dany is, yeah.
That was custom.
That was nasty.
That was very nasty. And so that counts 1-1.
Yeah, so Dany's going to even it up. Representing for all the Tennessee boys out there.
That's right. Shout out to Team Charger. Shout out to Moist Sports as well.
Exactly. Well, gotta talk to them both.
Right. No one's saying to tell us anything nice about the other, so you know. I see 2 jerseys on the screen. Don't mean anything to me.
So, Goblin's gonna run into Hollow Bastion, and I can understand. I mean, I'm not sure if the walls thinner over here.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't know.
Well,
that's one thing about Hollow Bastion is like this feels like the default. This stage feels like the PS2 of counterpicks.
Yeah.
In a lot of sets, and I just haven't taken the time out of my day to like study the blast zone.
it's a good stage.
It's a very good stage. I love the stage.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't know what it's good for, but I love the stage. It's just the Smash player hive mind of wanting to go to the familiar stage.
exactly. You want to go to that spot. You go there every day.
Yeah.
And Goblin, right back in the driver's seat. He's familiar with this spot as well.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
But Dany started mixing it up. And just reset neutral now.
The spot dodge call out from Dany.
Yeah.
That was huge.
My goodness. Dany just kind of letting it loose.
Oh, and now great from Goblin. There was only one thing Dany could have done, and Goblin was just ready for it.
Yeah, discovered everything.
What's one thing Goblin has been really good at? This set, really this tournament as a whole, he has been so good at like catching your landing. Like you see Dany, he'll hover like in the air for as long as he can. Just because he's scared of what Goblin can do when he lands.
Exactly.
And then when he lands, Goblin's right there waiting on him. Oh. Wait, went for the earliest kill with that side B.
Yeah, needed that double-edged dance to go. Dany just tossed out that forward smash.
Dude, they both want to get rid of the stock, and Dany's going to find the option to get rid of it with that back air. With a pretty comfortable lead in this game 3.
Oh, misses the jab back air again. I'm not sure if it's just Dany's been DIing that really well, because I know you can maybe mix it in and out.
Definitely can. To mix up.
Yeah, so I mean Dany's. I would assume maybe Dany's 3 for 3 on the DI. Good for him.
The crowd's going crazy right now.
Yeah, the crowd's loving this Dany gameplay. Ooh, the jab, still no back air. Good tech onto the platform.
Like getting far away from Goblin right there.
You gotta get very far away from that.
Dany landed and then he went back to the air.
Yeah, that was quite the choice. Didn't die for it though.
That's right. That's right. He definitely just feels eager to get the stock, which I would be too. Your Wolf with Rage, Roy's at 90, 107 now.
Yep. And he's just tossing out these nairs, the back air, just trying to keep him in this corner. He does not need him to leave. Another down tilt hits him off stage.
If you keep him in the corner long enough, you get the stock.
Yeah.
And that's what we saw from Dany right there.
Dany gonna take game 2 off the F tilt. Crowd's loving it.
Crowd losing their mind for Dany right now, dude.
So Dany gonna take game 3, move up 2-1. One win away from putting Goblin into losers.
That's exactly right. Goblin in a position, maybe not so unfamiliar with him. I know last Code Crimson he lost to Zurzel in winners outside of top 8.
Yeah.
And went in early. Now he made top 8, but Dany ready to send him right back down.
Exactly, and you know he did say after that set that he gotta crawl before you walk and gotta walk before you run.
That's right.
So let's see. Let's see. It's been some time. It's little Gob, big Gob now. Is he running?
That's right. Well, runner or not, he is certainly jumping. Just trying to land a single fair on Dany.
Yeah, trying to get it going. Gets that up B, and maybe we're woken something. The Gob doubters, he feasting on the energy.
That's right.
F tilt from Goblin.
Great punish on that force smash.
Yep.
Dany getting a little bit too eager right now, and
Yeah.
finally getting
hit the back air. It's the Goblin hater. He's feasting on the energy.
That's right. He's starting to walk. He's starting to walk in this game 4. But Dany knows how to walk
with the back air, but good DI from Goblin. Oh, tries to go for that jab again. Won't do it. And Dany has Goblin at 120. Just trying to close out this stock. Goblin's got combos. And bounce, man. Yeah.
Great call out there.
Yeah. It's crazy it didn't kill. Even at, it was at 120 before it.
That's right. Now Goblin has been in the driver's seat this full game.
Yeah.
Feels like he's at 144, not dead yet. Looking to get this kill on Dany. Unfortunate sour spot up there, but
yeah. But Nair comes through, always helps out.
that's right. Goblin's so good at just like knowing which of his options to use after the other one missed, and he doesn't overcommit.
Oh,
That was so smart.
the rough mistech by Dany. He's gonna eat that dash attack and is getting like lapped entirely now.
That's right. Dany finally taking that first stock in a similar position to where we saw him game 1, and he almost brought that game back. So certainly not out of his grasp. Goblin desperately wants that game 5 though.
Yeah. So, ooh, good staggered pressure from Dany.
Keeping him in the air, not letting him land now. Kind of the hats are reversing.
Yep. And Dany's trying to slow it down just a little bit. Jumps in with that Nair, he's gonna eat a double-edged dance.
Find his way on stage. And Goblin was like right next to him. He's so scary.
Yeah, it's like they're just chilling right next to each other. The tension is unbearable. Good back air, good jump all out from Dany.
Wait a minute. This is so doable for Dany.
Dany trying to extinguish this little bit of thunder that Goblin's caught onto. He's starting to hit the combos, and that's when you need to get him out of there fast.
Good full hop nair from Goblin trying to keep Dany off stage. And now ledge trapping Roy. That will take it.
F tilt does it.
That's right.
Gob holds on to the momentum. 2-2.
Going into this game 5. No shot we see to Diddy, I don't think. The character's not the problem here at all.
No.
There's not even a whole lot of problems in Dany's play. I think Goblin just kind of waking up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's going to be very interesting to see how they interact in this game 5. I wonder where Dany takes him to. Probably PS2 again? I know we went Hollow Bastion that one.
Yeah, I mean, I figured any stage might be good. Up to PS2.
It's not like either of these characters have that many bad stages, so
Exactly. It's like, you know, maybe you don't want to see, like, I guess they don't want to see tripods, really?
Yeah, I would imagine not.
Yeah.
Well, even then, I feel like they both get a lot off tripods.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they're basically playing the same character. They're both swordies.
Yeah. Neither of them getting a whole lot off anything right now. Finally, Dany getting a modest 40%.
Yep.
Entering back with that upbeat out of shield.
Gets the double-edged dance, and they're back even. Good nair from Goblin.
Upbeat out of shield once again. They're both just, they're kind of nickel and diming each other right now. No one's had such a huge string to where it's like super dangerous for the other.
Yeah.
But they've been putting a healthy amount of percent on each other to keep each other on their toes, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's like they haven't been in a situation yet where it's like you're punishing the options that they're taking for being defensive. But still, both like exactly even. They've been separated by a percent this entire game. Finally, Goblin Crows lose that percentage, but back in it.
Dany was able to tag to avoid the jab back air, getting grabbed thrown on stage, and Goblin never left advantage state there, just finding his stray back air to close out that stock. But now Dany wanted the tech roll out for the F smash, but
and it's like as Goblin hasn't been like hitting the easier combos, he's just found ways to close these stocks up anyway.
Exactly.
And at 157, still like making the most out of all the extra credit that he can do.
Right, not a crumb spared off of what he's able to get here.
Exactly. Back throw will not do it. 175.
Wolf back throw might be the fakest kill throw in the game.
Actually. I mean, it was kind of buzz.
That's right. At some stages it's alright, but there now, Goblin not dying, and Dany has 71 unentered percentage points on him.
The jab, weak noodle hit back here. Still been Dany saving grace, but jab back here is going to come through for real this time.
And once again, for the third time this set, we see Dany at a 3-0 deficit, 3-1 deficit, down to 2-1 now.
Yep, finally taking that last stock, and same thing, Goblin's just been running away with this extra credit.
That's right, let's see if Dany can kind of minimize the, see if he can stop the bleeding a little bit on this block.
Nope. Got on the ledge, he runs to center stage, just trying to hold it down. But gets down tilted anyway, he's back in disadvantage. Dany gets hit by that up air. Goblin's trying to cook, got the nair on him.
Oh, and another big hit with that side B.
Yeah, I mean, at least it wasn't the ground that hit a double edge then.
That's right. It's in the end.
Grab what's the minutes.
And Goblin has just ran away with this game 5. He is playing just so beautifully.
Yeah.
Dany not quite ready for anything, but
Dany.
big string here to stop.
Oh, big string!
Almost
got the
out.
fair bear. But hey, this is an angry wolf. Dany tossing out that F smash and gets hit by the down there. It's looking tough.
Very rough situation. That up B might be it.
Yeah,
and
that
it will be it.
will do it.
Goblin very briefly kind of pumping his hands a little bit there. Pretty excited about the win. Dany understandably a little frustrated, but
yeah, it's like you get that close to it and yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do though.
Not what you gotta do.
That's
It's
right,
all
that's
winners.
right. That's exactly right.
If
He
you come
still
through
has a good chance in the losers as well.
Absolutely. So Goblin taking it 3-2. Very close set.
Man,
over
it's winners
Dany.
finals.
And is in winners finals. One of the last remaining top seeds, like probably where they're supposed to be.
I think